Hi, it's been a while. So I'm coming on today just to talk about the voice and my experience with working with all sorts of diagnostic tools over the past 3 months, which I'm now no longer doing. Um, what I would like to say is that you can't put new wine into old skins. You can't put new healing modalities which go beyond um, the normal paradigm into the old paradigm. It's just not going to work. So the thing is that what I want to say is that regardless of whether you have got a machine to diagnose through the voice various different frequencies that you might be carrying of dissonance or disease, it's great up to a certain point, but it's still prescriptive. So you can diagnose, you can see perhaps something. However, human to human, soul to soul contact is far greater than any machine. And that is just a fact. And not just that, we speak our lives into being. We speak our lives into being. We speak our lives into being. The voice changes every day. There is the blueprint, perhaps you could say. There's the DNA blueprint within our voices, the enharmonic series and harmonic series. And perhaps certain things come to the fore and perhaps not. And perhaps we're going through various different emotional changes and perhaps, you know, all these things. Okay, so it's a moment by moment present diagnosis really of oneself. So these things can be transformed, alchemized as we change in energy, as our, you could say, geometric sacred geometry changes as we move through the constellation of our life or the constellations surrounding our lives, and the energy within that shape, i.e., us, changes. I mean, I don't look the same as I did 2 years ago. I look really different. I don't look even the same as I did yesterday. I'm sure I had a better day yesterday. Um, but, it's like when people come up with these ideas are just ideas. And, people latch onto them. And because they're feeling insecure and unsafe in the, well, what could you call it? The infinite, yeah, because they're feeling unsafe in the infinite, feeling unsafe in the infinite potentiality of all that is, then they want something to hold on to. And so here's a new prescription. Here's a new way of combating what what we're doing really in the end is actually combating ourselves, isn't it? Because ultimately we have to take self control into consideration. We have to take self discipline of our mind, our hearts, our emotions. Self control is a huge spiritual gift and one that needs to be implemented if we're going to navigate a course through life that gives us the kind of results that we're looking for, which is just what? A happy life, peaceful life, and to be able to um, come into the center of our being and not be infected or affected by other people's energy, other people's adverse intentions. So, getting right down to the business of what it is. Yes, this disease has that frequency. Yes, the frequency of faith, the frequency of hate, the frequency of love, blah 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 blah. Right, frequency of different organs, the blood, so on and so forth, different parts of the brain. Right. What's actually really controlling these things? You take all of these things away, and we still exist as what? As this consciousness, as intention, attention. And so I think it's really important that we really examine what intention is and attention is. So the internalization of focus and the externalization of focus, and focus being that line of energy or that brain wave, which is putting its focus, its attention, its ability to perceive, conceive, on to something or to create whatever that is. So, for example, if you're in a dream state, let's just say, you focus your attention and you decide that you're going to create some kind of interesting object to travel in, let's just say. And so you dream it up, and there it is. And you get in it, and you off you go. So we really need to comprehend the incredible nature of our brains and our minds, and what what we decide upon, what we really decide upon. What are we going to do? So now we've got all this. Now we understand this. Now we've got that. Blah blah blah. What are we actually going to do with it? Are we going to create within the constraints of the old paradigm? So we've got all of this wonderful knowledge, and we're still going back there, or are we actually going to recreate something beautiful that doesn't have the constraints of the past? Recreate is recreation. And recreation, putting it into Hindu terms, would be the Leela, our play. So how about we play? How about we're like dolphins? How about we speak to each other without language? How about we just look at each other and love each other? How about we love ourselves? How about we say to ourselves every day, I love you. I love you, 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 cells. So we respond best to our own voices. And so it doesn't really matter what frequencies you're listening to. If you're not listening to yourself, if you're not actually hearing yourself, if you're not taking note of what you're saying on a moment-to-moment basis, then what are you listening to? What are you focusing your attention on? Once again, it's external. So you are it. This is you. And so really, surely it would be much better to listen to your own voice telling you what to do. And of course, scientifically, that is proven to have the best effect. So it doesn't really matter whether you listen to 528 hertz or 932 or a telephone number. It really doesn't matter, because what you should be listening to is you, and that inner voice, that is connected to the all that is, and also the all that isn't yet, the anatomy of faith. So all of these, the frequencies, are things that we need to use as musical frequencies, you could say, to create our symphony. And who's conducting our symphony? We're going to let somebody else conduct our symphony, or are we actually going to conduct it ourselves? To become the conductor of your orchestra, to create beautiful symphonies, or rock and roll, whatever. I think I might have had too much coffee this morning. I can't stop myself from thinking. Anyway, cheers. That's a good one, because I didn't make it myself. So have a good day, and just remember, the power is within you. It's your voice. Don't let anybody else diagnose and tell you what you already have. You can heal yourself through the power of your voice. If you want to know more about that, I can help you. I've been saying it for donkey's years, and now it's just coming to the fore now. But anyway, have a great day.